Come in, come in. Hey.
Hi, Nick.
Hey.
Joyce Blanchard.
Nice to see you again, Joyce. Have a
That's
seat.
it?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, and I don't know if you still have a business card from last time, but here's another one.
I probably left it in my jacket pocket.
Tell me
But
all.
thank you.
Okay, so did you enjoy the business after hours event?
It was good. It was really good. We got to meet a lot of nice people, and it was very dark in there too. Very, very dark. Remember?
Yeah.
In fact, you looked. Forgive me for saying this, but you looked a little bit older when I was talking to you before. Have you been doing this for very long?
Actually, I'm pretty new to the business, but I graduated from FSU's RMI program.
Oh, I've
Have you heard of it?
I have.
Well, yeah, we're consistently ranked in the top 5 in the whole country.
Oh.
So it's really great. I actually got to earn some licenses and designations while I was there, the 220, 215, 620, 2044, and the 440.
You must have enormous business cards.
I do. Okay, so I wanted to get started, and I wanted to tell you that our insurance agency, Seminole Insurance Company, we insure 80% of the small businesses in your category in Tallahassee.
Wow.
So there's definitely faith in the community with us.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, I wanted to go ahead and go over the agenda with you. I wanted to understand and uncover your needs. I wanted to provide not only insurance products, but a risk management plan so we can perhaps lower your cost.
Okay,
So,
I'm all for that.
Absolutely. I wanted to go over some techniques that we, possibly our company could give you later on and try to get a handle on the price, balance your risk and exposure with your needs and financial goals.
It's quite a balancing act. I like it.
We're going to try. Okay. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your business?
I don't mind.
Okay. Do you usually handle your insurance products, or do you have an internal employee who helps you with the products?
I handle all the decisions.
Okay.
Kate does some things for me. She'll gather information for you, financial information and things like that, and answer questions.
Okay. So she's the expert.
Sure.
Is she available today, or?
She is not. She's actually out sick today.
Oh, okay. All right. So, are you happy with your insurance broker currently?
Not particularly.
Why?
Well, I don't know if you were here for this. We had a big storm last year.
Yes.
And I got an unpleasant surprise when we were out. We were actually without power for 12 days.
Oh my goodness.
And thought we had adequately covered ourselves for business income, and find out that because the damage to the transmission wires was not at our premises, our claim was not covered at all. So I was out about $80,000. Not real happy. So
I completely understand.
that's what prompted me bringing some other agents in.
Yeah, you don't feel like your agent is giving you the right coverages? Do you feel like you don't have enough coverage, or you have too much coverage?
I'm thinking of suing him for $80,000 right now. So.
Well, okay, I understand that. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That is unimaginable. I do have some coverages in mind that perhaps could have you covered for some of these incidents.
Okay.
And they would cover, we can go into business income coverages, different coverages to cover anything that could possibly happen to your business.
You're the expert. That's what I'd like. I'd like you to identify everything. Let me know how much it would cost to insure it, and I'll pick and choose from there.
Absolutely, that sounds great. All right. So, do you feel like you're lacking coverages or too much coverage? So, lacking coverage. From
Certainly lacking some coverage.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. I'm not an expert at those.
No one is. Everyone, the insurance industry, we have like kind of a knowledge gap. Most consumers just don't know as much about insurance products as they should. And
I need an expert.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. So what are your concerns for your business as far as insurance?
Well, I mean, we serve the general public. I'm afraid, that, I'm going to get sued. We're talking about maybe doing some catering with the convention center going up down the road, so that might add a little bit to our exposure there. I did all the remodeling thank you very much, of our restaurant.
It's beautiful.
As a general contractor, that took me about 6 months to do, and I want to make sure everything's covered correctly. That's the main concerns I've got.
Okay.
You notice the shops down below. I'm just kind of off the record. I'm thinking of buying the one and operating the one downstairs at some point in the future.
Okay.
So,
I actually had something to speak to you about for that one. They don't have sprinklers downstairs. Do you have any liability agreements or anything, any contracts with them on who would be liable if there was a fire?
no, I don't own the building. I'm leasing it under a 5-year lease.
Okay.
So I would address that with my landlord.
Okay, absolutely. And do you have any insurance requirements in your lease?
Yes.
Okay, and what are those?
I haven't looked at them.
Interesting.
I know I'm responsible for pretty much anything that happens to the building. I lease some other things, walk-in coolers, a lot of the things that are in there, that are in the building. Yeah, all the equipment.
Okay.
So that's a different lease, but you're welcome to look at any of that stuff.
I would love to have a copy. Could you email that to me?
I can get Kate to do it.
Thank you so much. All right, so as far as your current coverages, could I go through the list and you tell me if you have it or if you don't, or?
I'll do my best.
Okay, so liquor liability.
Well, I know we've got that.
Okay, and has your agent talked to you about that increasing with your increasing wine selection?
No.
Okay, so we would definitely need to look into that. Food contamination?
Yes, I'm certain I've got that.
Liability. Okay, great. Do you have commercial general liability?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Builder's insurance for the things that you personally installed?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll look into that. Okay. Workers' comp?
Definitely.
Okay, great. Contents coverage is actually what would cover anything internally, like off tables, the chairs, everything like that. Do you have those?
Yes, I own that, and
Great.
and I did a lot of improvements, obviously, too. So I don't know where that's all covered, but I need to make sure it is.
Okay, so the contents coverage will cover anything that's unattachable. So are the walls and floors, I know that you had really great walls and floors installed, like,
Yeah, we got some rather old flooring.
yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
That was at our expense, but my understanding is it becomes part of the building, as the lease turns out.
Okay, so it returned to the owner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have equipment breakdown coverage? That's something else we could go into for all of the machinery that you're leasing.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll look into that one. Loss of income in case something does happen.
Well, I thought I did, but apparently I don't have everything I thought I had.
Okay, we can look into that, and I can see how to cover this. Okay. And you said that you wanted to add a delivery service. So, do you have any commercial auto policy or hired non-owned vehicle coverage?
I don't know about the hired and non-owned vehicle. I don't have a policy yet for the auto. I don't have any autos yet, but we're thinking about buying some for potential catering.
So has your agent talked to you about how that will affect insurance needs for those vehicles?
No, my agent pretty much just gets a check every month. Yeah.
That's no good. Okay, so what is the end date on your current policies?
They actually expire in right at 2 weeks.
2 weeks, wow. So we need to definitely get into something soon.
Can you do it in that amount of time?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Do you have risk management program in place?
We tell people to be careful. We have them take the TIPS program for the alcohol serving.
Okay.
But other than that, we just try to make everybody be careful.
It's hard to do, isn't it?
It is.
Isn't it?
It is. So far, so good.
Yeah, so we have some programs that we could definitely try to get in place there to actually reduce the price of insurance and actually get more risk reduction.
I'm all for that.
Okay, so to go on, how many employees do you have?
22.
22. And how many of those are managers?
We've got 4. We're technically 5 managers.
Okay. And then I wanted to go over a few of my concerns. Do you mind?
Sure.
Okay.
No.
So you did build the steps to your business.
Yes.
And you said that you don't have any any builder's insurance for what you built?
No, I don't. I think we did at the time it was being constructed,
But not.
but not now that it's up and running.
All right, and the floors, wall, and doors, did you say that these could be taken off easily, or do they all go back, or just certain pieces? I know the door was great, it's engraved glass, and are those all going to go back to the owner at the end of the lease? Or?
Yeah, anything that's completely a fix. I mean, I suppose, take the door. I'm not really sure how that works.
Well, we can figure that out too.
Yeah.
Okay, and did you speak with your agent about your rates being affected by the lack of a sprinkler system downstairs?
No, we really don't talk much.
Okay, I think you said that. Just verify. So actually, if we could get some kind of contract to get the shop downstairs, or if you do decide to take the lease over and have that, if we could get sprinklers there, I think that would definitely affect your insurance rates.
Yeah, I'll get Kate to give you my landlord's number. That's really his call.
Yeah, I'll definitely get in contact with him. And I did want to tell you a little bit more about our insurance company and why it's so great. We've been in business for 88 years.
Wow. Have you been there the whole time?
Not the whole time. I wish.
Okay.
But we survived the Great Depression, and most financial institutions failed her there. So I have personal trust in my company, and 80% of the other businesses in this area do as well. We provide free business exposure counseling, and that helps with on-site safety inspections. So not only can we train your employees, we can look for things that would give someone a liability case. And as one of my professors always told me, liability coverage is the best part of insurance. It's the most valuable part because someone can sue you anytime for anything. So it's definitely,
sounds like words to live by.
yeah, it's definitely worth the investment.
Okay.
And I did want to talk to you about the cost of insurance. Okay, so basically the more risk, the larger your business, or the bigger possible amount of loss, those are the only things really that increase substantially the price of insurance.
Okay.
So more risk, bigger business, or the bigger amount of possible loss.
All right. So more risk. What would that be for me?
When you're selling more alcohol, or actually we have cases of drug drivers suing the bars, and that can be $50,000, $1 million. So when a lot of business owners don't think of that, when you serve a customer and they leave the building, you can still be held liable for their actions. So if they wreck into a school bus, you can have a lot of damage on your hands, honestly. So that's one thing I wanted you to just keep in mind. Loss of income, that's another coverage we offer. It doesn't only cover the loss of income during an event, it covers it until you rebuild, until you repair your premises and you're ready. So if you're making $20,000 a day and something happens, we don't only cover the time that something happens, we cover afterwards. So that's another great policy to look into.
Okay.
So do you feel that we have identified all of your concerns and gained a full understanding of your needs?
You have a good feel for it. I mean, there's a few things you'll probably, get with Kate and find out more about.
Absolutely. In the lease. Okay.
Sure.
Would you be willing to give me 2 days to look over your policies, the leases, and insurance options, and give you a few different options together?
Yes, please. I'd like that.
Really?
Keep in mind we've got a 2-week window of opportunity, so the sooner the better.
Is there any way we could meet this week, maybe Friday, 9 a.m.?
9's kind of late for me.
Late, okay.
How are you, like 5:30
Yeah,
in the
that's
morning?
perfect.
It is? Okay.
5:30 on Friday.
Yep.
And do you mind if I give you another call just to verify you're still available? Maybe on Thursday?
Sure, I will be available. I don't even keep my appointments on my phone. I just keep them all up here.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Thank you.
Okay, so are there any more questions or concerns for me?
No, I think you got a good start.
Okay, so if you think of anything else, please feel free to contact me.
I'll do that.
Yep. All right, thank you so much.
Very nice to meet you. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.